Have you ever told yourself to let something go, only to find it clinging even tighter to your heart? Have you ever tried to release a thought, a grudge, a memory, only to feel its grip deepen? Why is it that even when we understand the wisdom of letting go, our bodies, minds, and emotions stubbornly refuse to cooperate? Welcome back to the channel, where we explore the art of living with mindfulness and depth. Today's exploration touches the very core of our spiritual path, letting go. Not as a lofty concept, not as an ideal whispered in temples or written in sacred texts, but as a daily, messy, deeply human challenge. We all carry something that weighs us down. For some, it's a relationship that didn't go as hoped. For others, it's a dream that never materialized. Perhaps it's a long-held belief, or the image of who we thought we should be. The Buddha said, "Let go, and you will be free." And yet, so often we wonder, how do I let go when my heart refuses? The answer is paradoxical but simple. You must begin exactly where you are most stuck. Let's illustrate this with a story. A young man once visited a Zen master and asked, "How can I be as peaceful as you?" The master looked at him for a moment and then asked, "What's the one thing you're most unwilling to give up?" The young man thought and replied, "My books. I've collected them for years. I treasure them." The master smiled and said, "Then start with your books." This wasn't a command to destroy or renounce, but an invitation to observe. The act of attachment is not in the object, it's in the mind that clings. And by facing the place where clinging is strongest, we begin to loosen the entire structure. Ask yourself right now, what am I most attached to? It could be status, it could be security, it could be the idea of a perfect family or the fear of being alone. Whatever it is, that's where your practice begins. The reason letting go feels hard is not because the object is too precious, it's because our identity is entangled with it. We don't say, "I lost the relationship." We say, "I lost part of myself." That's the illusion. The truth is, you never lose who you are, you lose who you thought you were supposed to be. Take the example of an old monk who once hoarded calligraphy brushes. He had used them for years, cared for them meticulously, and believed they were extensions of his meditation. But when his teacher saw this, he simply said, "You're not meditating with your brushes, you're attached to your name." It took the monk months to admit it, but once he did, he began to offer his brushes to others. And in that act, his meditation deepened. This is the principle. The more precious something feels, the more we must examine our relationship with it, not to destroy it, but to purify our bond. Love without clinging, ownership without obsession, connection without dependence. When we begin the process of letting go, we often experience grief. That grief is not weakness, it's the echo of disillusionment. But remember, to disillusion means to be freed from illusion. And what comes after is peace. Another powerful practice is mindful release. It means intentionally giving something up, not out of punishment, but out of clarity. For instance, maybe you let go of the habit of needing to be right in every conversation. Maybe you release the need to control every outcome. Maybe you stop replaying an old conversation in your head. Each act, no matter how small, rewires your relationship with self. There's a saying in Zen, "Let go or be dragged." What drags us is not the world, it's our insistence that things should be different. Letting go doesn't mean resignation. It means seeing things clearly and choosing peace over resistance. Let's go even deeper. Letting go also means facing fear. The fear of the unknown. The fear that without this belief or possession or relationship we will be nothing. But here's the secret. Letting go doesn't make you less. It makes you more available to truth, to love, to life itself. A woman once said to me, "I can't let go of my resentment. If I do, doesn't that mean what they did was okay?" I told her, letting go isn't agreement. It's choosing not to let pain define your present. In time, She came to see that forgiveness wasn't weakness, it was liberation. Letting go is also not a one-time act. It's a rhythm, like breathing. Inhale, hold, exhale, release, over and over again. Some days you'll let go easily. Other days you'll cling tightly. That's okay. Just notice, just return. If you want a tangible practice, try this. Take a small object you care about, a trinket, a photo, a keepsake. Hold it in your hand, then ask, what story do I attach to this? Maybe it reminds you of a time, a person, a feeling. Now slowly open your hand. Lay the object down, breathe. Can you still feel the connection without the grip? This is symbolic of all practice. You don't have to destroy what you love. You only need to stop clutching it as if your soul depends on it. Over time, letting go becomes less about losing and more about trusting. Trusting that life will bring what you need. Trusting that who you are is not diminished by what you release. Trusting that space, empty as it may feel at first, is the seedbed for something more spacious and sacred. Let's revisit that initial question. Why is it so hard to let go? Because we believe we are what we hold. But the truth is, we are the space that holds everything and can release it when it no longer serves. Freedom doesn't come from getting everything right. It comes from loosening your grip on what you think needs to be right. Thank you for watching this video. May you begin the practice of letting go with gentleness and courage. If you felt a shift or insight while listening, share it in the comments, subscribe, like, and join us for the next deep dive. Together, we release and we rise.